guys, how's it going? It's Al. Week 6 is over and we have to break down how I did on DraftKings in week 6. My cash game lineup, my Thunderdome high stakes tournament lineup, my 150 lineups in the Millionaire Maker, as well as going over some other stuff, right? We look at how my underdog tickets did. We look at how my fantasy league, it's not my fantasy league, that's just where they host the Scott Fish Bowl, as well as going over the top 10 finishers in the SmizzGang League. We're going to take a look at all of it, as well as going over the cheat sheet from week 6, how it performed. I know that we had some big winners in our community this week. Congratulations to you guys. If you won, go to the Discord and post it in the Winners Circle channel. That one is open to everybody. You can join our Discord by going to smizzle.tv/Discord. If you wanted access to all of the VIP rooms and the cheat sheet that comes out every single Friday, you go to smizzle.tv/join, become a channel member, join the Discord, which you should have done already by clicking the link that I gave you, and then link your Discord to your YouTube account. Make sure it's the same email in Discord and the YouTube account, otherwise it won't link properly and you get access to all the VIP channels. So thank you guys for being here. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notifications bell, and let's go.
Is a legend.
Let's start by taking a look at the cheat sheet. We'll start, as always, with the cash game core values, because I think that that's where you should start your process every week, knowing who the best plays are so that you know what everybody else is most likely to do, and that will define what you can do in tournaments to try and get off of specific chalk or leverage off of specific chalk, or how you can wrap a lineup around it and get different in other spots. Chuba Hubbard became the $4,300 smash piece this week. He scored 16 points and had like one catch. That was not the path that I thought that Chuba Hubbard was going to have this game. I thought, like, normally with as much as Carolina peppers their running back with targets, that he would probably get there by getting 4 or 5 catches, maybe running for 50, 60 yards, maybe catching, or, you know, whatever, catching for 50 or 60 yards. Hopefully he would scamper into the end zone or something. Like, it was all rushing yards, and a lot of it was in the first half. So 16 points is definitely a smash there. Raheem Mostert, clearly a smash, 6,400. The best play on the board easily, with the injury to Devon Achane, and in high stakes cash, he was like 90% owned, as you're going to see in just a little bit. He was the free square, even in high stakes tournaments, small field single entry. Everybody was on him. It was just the way, based on the price, the opportunity, and clearly he went absolutely bonkers with 37.2 fantasy points. The second week in a row that the uber chalk running back, David Montgomery in week 5, Raheem Mostert in week 6, both go off. KJ Osborne, 8.8 points. Didn't really hurt you, but wasn't great. Jamar Chase, 14 points, in my opinion, is worse than KJ Osborne scoring 8.8. But everybody had him in cash, so it's not the thing that killed you. Josh Downs got there, but we were a little bit lucky because he did score a touchdown. Everybody on Indy was just ugly, except for like Pittman. Like, everybody just had this mad day. They didn't do anything against Jacksonville. Adam Thielen lit it up. I don't remember what his percentage is. We'll check when we get to the Millionaire Maker, but he was the perfect bring back play. Him and Hubbard were just perfect bring back plays for that Miami stack, and Tyreek Hill just seems to go off every week. DeAndre Swift, he had 18.8. He was fine. DJ Moore, the Bears just sucked yesterday, and then there was an injury to Fields. We're going to take a look at my cash game lineup in a minute, and we're going to see what happened there. Cooper Kupp, $9,000, but 30.8 DraftKings points. I would say that he's back and fine. Dalton Schultz had a fantastic day, 16.1. I'm glad that we spoke about him again before kickoff on the Anti-Tinkercast. McCaffrey got injured. That sucks. Puka Nacua, we got unlucky. Dropped a first half touchdown that was clearly in his arms, but he hit the ground weird. Ball came out. That sucks. Brandon Ayuk, strange that he did not have a big day with the injury to Deebo Samuel and the injury to Christian McCaffrey, who also got injured this day and had 14.2 points. I skipped over him, unfortunately. Only 11.6 for Brandon Ayuk. So, like, nobody went off. The Browns defense is very much for real. Sam Laporta, only 7.6. Who else do we miss? David Montgomery, another injury. So, like, if you're playing fantasy football season long and now you've got to monitor his injury, is Jahmyr Gibbs going to come back? And if he doesn't come back, like, are we all just picking up Craig Reynolds on waivers? The waiver wire video should be up. The short for waiver wire should be up on all platforms sooner rather than later. Kyron Williams, absolute smash. 476 yards from scrimmage yesterday, only one touchdown. It did nothing in the first half, then went off the rails in the second. Like, just great. 24.8 points. Travis Etienne. Look at there. The 5-box running backs kind of went nuts this week. Travis Etienne, 23.3. So hopefully you got the running backs right, because that was extremely important. At the bottom, well, you can't really see it. It's down here, but I did put a caveat on the cheat sheet. There are so many options this week at running back from 7,300 to 4,300. It's going to be a free-for-all in tournaments. Restrain yourself to volume plays with upside and play whoever you want, basically. Josh Downs, all the wide receivers are just kind of like fine, right? If you wanted to win a tournament, you needed to have like Cooper Kupp, Adam Thielen, Tyreek Hill, two of that trio. Obviously, Tyreek Hill and Thielen were a fantastic secondary stack, or Ricky Mostert and Thielen were a fantastic secondary stack. And we went over on the Anti-Tinkercast how you could stack through Mostert with Tua, Hill, Mostert, bring it back with one of or both of Chuba and Thielen. Very powerful way to spend your money yesterday, and you could have fit stuff that went around. Evan Ingram, 11.1 points. Jonnu Smith, 13.6 points. Hawkinson, only 11 points, absent from targets in the first half. Sam Laporta, 7.6. And as far as the stacks went, two of them went off. Jacksonville and Miami both went bonkers. Eagles couldn't do much against the Jets. The Rams, really disappointing, aside from Cooper Kupp, but just really disappointing to not get that after smashing the value in the morning. CJ Stroud looks really good. They looked really bad, and the Bears and Vikings both kind of flopped. So let's go take a look. First of all, before we go take a look at my cash game up, did you know that we have raised as a community over $190,000 so far this season? We are at, where's the ticker at? We are at $3,535 raised. No 35 cents though. I'm disappointed in you guys. Here's all the people who have donated recently. Thank you very much for all of your donations. As always, we're raising money for No Kid Hungry, who provides food for food insecure kids across the United States of America by providing school breakfasts and school lunches. Is it school breakfast? School breakfast and school lunches in communities all across America with food insecure kids. So if you have benefited from the content on this channel, or you just feel like you want to be charitable today, every donation is 100% tax deductible. Go to smizzle.tv/charity and be a part of something that's bigger than yourself. And by the way, when we get up to $220,000, that's why the goal for the campaign this year is $30,000. I will be donating $30,000 myself to get us to $250,000 raised for No Kid Hungry over the last 3-4 years. So thank you guys for participating in the charity. Let's get to my cash game lineup, which cashed. Look at there, winnings. This is a $530, because there's rake, 50-50. Top 15 spots get paid. I thought I was drawing absolutely dead because I had Justin Fields and his thumb in my lineup. Ran for 46 yards, then his thumb broke or got hurt or something. I don't know. It sucked. Had Chuba, had Mostert, had Jamar Chase, Kirk, Downs, Ingram, Kyron saved us late. Lions defense had 10 points. CSU Ram, I was actually talking in Discord in the cash channel yesterday morning, and I wanted to see what the optimal was. This is literally what the optimal was. This was the literal optimal lineup from yesterday morning. Vikings defense, Burrow, and so like it cashed at 160. I was at 146. 15 got paid. I messaged Andrew Wiggins like in the first 30 minutes. I was like, because 6.7%. I was like, you and me, I guess we're on Fields Island today in cash, and he got hurt. And Wiggins texted me back and goes, not great. Nope, not great. But we did survive. Sometimes you just got to survive in advance in cash. That's the way that it goes. Most people on the same stuff. Again, I told you guys in high stakes, 100% owned for Mostert, 70% for Hubbard, 93% Chase, 86. You got to beat him somewhere else. Very few people on Downs. He was just fine. Ingram was going to carry most of the ownership. You could have done better if you had Schultz. You could have done better if you had Jonnu for less money. But where were you really going to spend it? Maybe a little bit at wide receiver. My original lineup that I had Gardner Minshew instead of Fields. And then I came up from Kirk to get to Kupp, which would have been better, right? That would have been the better lineup, going from there to there. And then I think I had a cheaper tight end. I might have had like Ertz or Jonnu or something like that in there to allow me to get up to that. And I was always playing a cheap defense, not playing the 49ers defense, even though I said you could get there if you wanted to. Taking a look at my This is the Thunderdome, $5,000 entry fee. I won nothing, which sucks. Paid 7 spots this week. I came in 10th, and I was flying through the morning games. 83% in a 30-man GPP on Mostert. Had Hubbard in this one. Had Christian Kirk, who didn't hurt you. 14 points for 5.4K. Could have been better. But I had a lot of late stuff. Lions defense against Tampa Bay. Can't believe they only got 1 sack in that game. As much pressure as they get. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Stafford double, brought it back with Ertz, who only got 2 catches, and those were late in the game. Puka Nacua's drop touchdown catch in the first half. Let's say that would have given me a touchdown here, that's 4, a touchdown here, that's 10, a catch, that's 11, a little more yardage for both of them. So let's say 13 more points. I would have finished here, 4th, 5th in the money, had that have happened. He didn't drop that touchdown. So unlucky that I did not at least min cash the Thunderdome this week, which sucks, and I hate it. And so moving on to the Millionaire Maker, F. Did not cash in the Millionaire Maker. Well, I did cash, but punted off 2K in the Millionaire Maker. That's the way it's going to go. Rainmakers lineups did kind of save me a little bit. Let's go look at the Rainmakers lineups. Let's take a look where they were. Rainmakers lineups, my contest. You're not going to really see it. So I still have 1,100, and this isn't going to change all that much in my 2022 contests that I'm winning. So these will be fine as we get through this. Obviously, I have Monday Night Football in there as well, but looking at recent, we're going to have to scroll all the way to the bottom to see where this was, because it's going to take us forever. Didn't have any really big wins in Rainmakers this week, which for most recently has been the thing that's been covering me for if I don't have a Thunderdome week where I cash in the high stakes tournaments, and they're very difficult to cash. And you can see I play a lot of Rainmakers lineups. So you end up getting all the way down here. This takes forever. Golf. Here's this week. There. So not an amazing week in Rainmakers. I think I won 2,000 or 3,000 in total from all of these lineups. That one got 50 for the London game, $5, $10, $50. This lineup won $500. That was from the 12th, though. These are all showdown. Rainmakers is too hard. Rainmakers is too hard for me to show on stream. There, Sunday the 15th. Here's the yesterday's lineups. Finally, after scrolling all that way. User interface, exactly. So this lineup, Fields, Moore, didn't do anything. Bijan. This one squeaked into the money at legendary tier because Ramondre had himself a big game and Schultz paired with Stroud. As you can see, I clearly go for stack lineups. Tua, Tyreek Hill, AJ Brown had a big day. Montgomery got hurt. So it is what it is. Rainmakers did not carry me this week. The 2022 contest will pay out tonight. So those are at least pretty good. This lineup did all right. Double stack with Tua, brought it back with Thielen and Chuba. Full on game stack here, came in 51st place in elite tier, 100K to first in that one. Did not win it. Won one of the pick'ems that we did on the show last week. So 4 picks, 200. Not bad. I'll take that. Didn't win the other ones. Lost 20 on the Cup, Nakua, Puka, and Kenneth Walker didn't quite get there. Needed 67, got 62. My fantasy league, my Scott Fishbowl, I won. And people say, okay, well, you're in week 6. How do you get that? How do you get a record of 9-1, right? Because they count 2 wins a week. You get a win if you beat your opponent, and then you have to beat the median score for the week. So if you are just unlucky, it makes it so that you're if you win a game because you were the 10th scoring team on the week in your league, and then you beat the 11th or 12th scoring, you'll get a win for your in-league win, but you'll lose the median versus the median. So I've lost one game. It was in week 1. My team is a powerhouse and should win this one unless Dicker the kicker puts up some historic night. I have a win probability of 99%, but things are looking dire for me. I have Gardner Minshew. Deshaun Watson is hurt forever. Jameis Winston never going to get a chance. This is obviously a super flex league. Burrow going on bye week next week. This is my 0 RB team. Kyron Williams might be hurt now. Zach Moss dealing with JT being alive. Amari DeMarcado outsnapped Ingram, but didn't really do much yesterday. Devon Achane, still a couple of more weeks that he's out. Kareem Hunt getting outsnapped by Jerome Ford. Kenneth Gainwell getting some usage, but not a ton. So I'm in trouble on these next few weeks unless I get these guys back. Let's take a look at the Listener League. Congratulations to I Kill You. He did. He killed all of you yesterday, and he did it with a Desmond Ritter stack and a double stack with London. And thank God he did not use Merlot. He went with Jonnu Smith, who had 13.6 points. Absolutely fantastic lineup. Played the chalk with Raheem Mostert, almost 60% owned. Ken Walker, 5 under 5 play. Thielen, cheat sheet under 10 play. Cooper Kupp, he's really good at football. Kyron Williams, great matchup, also good at football. Played for one of the cheapest defenses at 2,300. Got 4 points out of them. Just a really well-built lineup right here around a lot of correlation. Jay Shan, one of the OGs in our Discord. I feel like if you were in Discord pre-Pando, right? If you were in Discord before COVID, you're a Discord OG. Because we've had the Discord since when? Like 2016 or 2017? But it is what it is. He went with Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I believe that, he had Godwin bringing that one back. He drank the Merlot. Steve Woods, a lot of Ritter on top of the Millionaire Maker, a lot of Ritter on top of our league as well. DJ Caban, they tied for third. Adam Izzle, also Ritter. Miski's wife, also Ritter. Gardner Minshew with 16 points. I told you he was okay to play in cash. Went with a Minshew double stack, Downs and Pittman. Brought it back with Evan Ingram, who was not chalk. He was cash game chalk, but not in our league. Dr. Brucey, 11. Cobun 916 with a Tua. And E. Shoey. Is it E. Shoey or E. Shoey 33? Also with a Ritter double. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good week. If you did, consider donating to smizzle.tv/charity so we can get to that $30,000 and look out for another video right there.
He's a legend.